Imagine sending a simple email and that email travels across 3 different countries, gets stored in another continent, and is controlled by laws you've never seen or even heard of. Sounds dramatic, right? It's not. That's literally how the internet works. And today I'm breaking down 2 concepts that explains all of this: data residency and data sovereignty. Hi guys, my name is Grace and you're welcome back to my channel. And on this channel I break down tech, GRC and digital concepts in a way that actually makes sense. So if you've been confused about where your data goes or who controls it, you're in the right place. Let's get into it. Let's start simple. Data residency is about one thing: where your data is physically stored. Think of it like this: if your data was a person, data residency is the house they live in, the actual location. It could be in Nigeria, it could be the US, it could be the UK, or anywhere else in the world, right? So when a company says your data is stored in Nigeria, they are talking about data residency. Okay? Now here's why that matters. Different countries have different rules about data, right? Some countries say your data must stay inside the country. Financial data cannot leave. Health data must be tightly controlled. So companies don't just store data anywhere. They choose locations carefully or meet legal requirements. Now let's look at this quick example. The Nigerian fintech company may be required to store customers' data inside Nigeria. That's data residency in action. Data sovereignty. Now let's go deeper. Data sovereignty is not about where your data is. It's about who has legal authority over it. Making sense? In simple terms, it means which country's law applies to your data, right? So even if your data is stored somewhere, the laws of that country can control it. Let's make it real. If your data is stored in the United States, US laws can apply to that data. Even if you live here in Nigeria, that means governments could request access. Companies must follow local regulations. Your rights depend on that country because your data is stored in that country. So here is the clean difference: data residency, where your data lives; data sovereignty, who controls your data. Think of it like this: residency is your home address. Sovereignty is the government in charge of that home. Making sense? I hope I'm making sense, you guys. Now let's look at a clear difference with data residency and data sovereignty. Let's simplify this even more. Okay, data residency is about location, plain simple. Where is the data stored, right? Data sovereignty is about control. Which law applies? Which law controls this particular data stored? Now here is where it gets tricky, and pay attention to this. You can have your data stored in one country but controlled by another law, another country's law, right? That's where this topic is such a big deal for global companies. Yeah, that's basically it. So why does this matter? Why should you care? Like, you may be looking at me and asking you, why do I care? You care. First, privacy. It's your data, it's your privacy. Your personal data might be accessed under foreign laws, right? And secondly, your businesses. Companies must follow multiple regulations like the GDPR, the NDPR, and others depending on where they operate. Then third, security. Some countries protect data better than others, right? And then finally, trust. This is a very, very important aspect in GRC or in your company. Trust. People trust companies more when they know that their data is well handled and is handled properly and is safe, right? If the company says your data stays in Nigeria, that builds confidence. That gives you that confidence that yes, it's safe. Now let's look at real life examples and let's bring this back home. Cloud storage. You all know cloud that stores many data. You upload a file in your cloud and it might be stored in another country entirely. You might not even know that. Secondly, social media. Your messages and photos, they are often governed by laws outside your country, like the Instagram, the Twitter, the X, the Facebook, all of this. Then fintech and banking. Many financial institutions are required to keep data within national borders, right? That's why companies like AWS, Microsoft, Google offer region-based data storage, right? And tell me in the comments, should I break down GDPR or NDPR next? I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys, and thank you so much for watching. Thank you for liking, and thank you for being here with me from the beginning till now. I appreciate you guys so much. Bye guys.